I can't tell you how many people I've seen absolutely destroy their coin collections that are worth tons of money simply because the way they stored them is incorrect. Now, by the end of this video, you're going to have every piece of knowledge you need to know to make sure you never destroy or hurt the coins in your collection and decrease their value. So the first and one of the most important things, if you only take one piece of information away from this video, it's probably going to be this. So pay attention. Do not use PVC plastic on your coins. If you are protecting your coins, which you should be if they're rare, you want to have holders that are PVC free plastic. PVC is a toxic plastic that over time will destroy your coins. This is the same thing for collectible paper money. You want to use PVC free plastic holders, okay? So let's go over some ways to properly keep your coins safe so that they do not get destroyed and decrease in value over time. So this first listing here, you've got 300 pieces of 2x2 currency holders. These are absolutely perfect for keeping your coins safe. Now, the way you do them is you flip them over, you put the coin inside and you staple around. These are great for putting information on the coin that is useful, that will help you sell them later, that can help you organize the coins. Now, you want to staple the cardboard around the coin so it does not fall out, but here's the kicker. If you ever take the coin out of these holders, you have to be very careful. Some collectors will simply push the coin through and break the plastic. I would prefer this method. This is a better method than the alternative, which is opening the sides, exposing the staples, and then potentially damaging your coin with the staple. So long story short, don't damage your coin with a staple. If you put it in here, just simply pop it through the plastic window and move on. But these are great examples. So really quickly, these are, as you can see, contains no PVC or oil. This is an insert and it's flexible. You can heat seal it as well if you really want to, but these are fine. These are called coin flips, and you essentially just put the coin right in there and it's good to go. These are really good, and some people will put a piece of square paper inside, as you see here on the pictures. That enables you to write information about the coin. These are great. Here are some more coin flips that are really good. You have multiple different sizes too, so keep that in mind whenever you're buying these for your collection. Now, I'm going to have a list of all these supplies down below. My link will say Old Money Prices /supplies, but you don't need to go there. You can simply find these online, but I have a list of all my supplies that I recommend down below. So these are called coin tubes. Now, these are great for American Silver Eagles. These are actually official US Mint coin tubes. So when you buy a lot of American Silver Eagles from the official US Mint website, they will send you these tubes, and these are great if you want to store coins that are not that valuable, or if you put them in there in a way that they don't get damaged. Now, you have to be careful. If you don't fill the tube up all the way, you want to put some sort of paper towel or something to keep the coins pushed down, because you don't want them rattling back and forth. You must keep all the coins inside there very flush and firm so they don't rattle around. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you different examples of different coin tubes that you could use to help store your coins and keep things more organized. That way you just don't have them hanging around in a bag somewhere. But the same thing with these tubes, you want to have some sort of padding at the top if you don't fill it all the way. Now, if you do fill the tube up all the way, you don't need to worry about some padding or paper on the top. But if you're unable to finish the tube, then you must put some sort of padding or foam or something up there so when you close the lid, the coins will not rattle around. Now, these are airtight ring coin holder capsules. This specific one right here is for 1 ounce silver and copper rounds. They also work for casino chips. They have multiple different sizes for your coins. Sometimes they will have the black background like this, or a clear or a white background. It all really depends on what you want, but these are great. And you have different sizes for dimes, nickels, quarters, pennies. And the biggest thing about this company called BCW is solid. They're really, really good. Their holders have no PVC, and they use archival plastic, which is safe for collectibles. That's what you want. That will not damage your coins over time. Like I said, guys, the biggest thing you want to avoid is PVC. And also, you should really consider keeping your coins in an environment that is temperature regulated. You don't want to throw these inside of a storage unit because they will change in color, and you don't always want that, and it can decrease the value. So here are just more BCW examples of coin snap holders for pennies, nickels, dimes. These are really, really good. They don't have any PVC or what have you. Now, this is a Whitman US and Canadian nickel album page. with blank ports. Now, the cool thing about this is typically this will go inside of a booklet and you're able to see both the front and the back of the coin. Now, some coin albums don't allow you to see the back, which is not always necessary, but some people like to be able to see both the front and the back of their coins. So if you want a good album, this Whitman album is great. It's a great brand of albums to buy. I highly recommend them. You can see they have different denominations for different types of coins. Also, Dansko is another really good company that produces these album binders. There's not many of these on Amazon, but do your shopping around, do some homework. These aren't too expensive. You can pick up some good album binders for a friend or a family member, or, if you have a granddaughter or grandson or child that you want to give one to start building out their collection. This is a great starter set to get them into collecting. Littleton also has tons of these different coin binders. Again, I'm going to have the link down below if you want to check them out directly, or you can do a little Google search and find them yourself. Whatever way is easier for you. Now, the last type of coin holders I would recommend is the Whitman. As I said earlier in the video, Whitman has some really good coin albums that you could use. They have multiple different types of hardcovers. These coin books were produced in the late 80s, early 90s, so they've been around for a very long time. They're great for learning. They're great for keeping your coins safe. Now, I will say this, if you have any high value coins, you do not want to keep them in these holders. You don't want to keep them in coin flips. Ideally, what you want to do is keep them in a coin flip that is PVC free for a short amount of time, and then as quick as you can, I would send them off to a third-party grading company like PCGS or NGC if they are high value coins. Now, most people are not going to have coins that are that valuable enough to send off to grading. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to just have your coins in a holder to keep them safe and they're just sentimental value to you, but they're not that rare, then go ahead and do that. Grading is a great way to keep your coins preserved for a very long time. It's probably the safest way to keep your coins preserved. Now, again, most of the time, it's not going to make sense to send your coins off to get grading because most coins aren't that rare. But I'd say any coin that's over a few $100s, I definitely send off to get graded because it will keep them safe. It will generally increase the value. Just make sure you don't spend too much money for a fast turnaround time. You could even ask a local coin shop dealer if they have a good rate at one of these grading companies. Most of the time they do, and they can give you a decent deal on grading. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to enjoy the video on the screen. So click on that video and I'll see you inside.